everybody, Barb from the Shabby Tree. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, we have a really cool DIY. So if you're following the Shabby Tree a while back, I told y'all when you're cleaning out your closets and everything like that, if you found a men's tie, to save it. And then I asked my followers to shoot out some ideas using the men's tie, and I picked one of our followers' idea, and it's an amazing idea. We're going to create a necklace out of a man's tie. Now, what I am going to tell you, I tell you all the time here at the Shabby Tree, I'm going to show you my idea, and then you're going to change it up. You're going to create it the way you want. I'm just here to give you the idea that you can turn this men's tie into a really cool, unique, we're all about being unique, necklace. So all we're going to need is, I'm going to ramble off some supplies that you're definitely going to need for this project. Now, of course, you know you need a men's tie. You're definitely going to have some scissors. You're going to need some sort of I'm using like a little link chain that I got from Hobby Lobby here. You're going to need some sort of chain. You're going to need either, now this is optional, I'm using some wooden beads. I'm using this little wooden ring right here. All this is from Amazon. You can find it on my Amazon must-have link. Also, I'm using some doilies. I've got my little pliers here. And then I'm using the Surebonder hot glue sticks from Hobby Lobby also. And I'm also going to combine all this together. I'm going to be using two little lobster claw hooks too. So guys, this absolutely turns out so cool and so unique. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to show you the first step. Okay guys, we're back. For your first step, what we're going to need to do is, I'm going to take the scissors and we're going to cut a piece of this tie, the longer, fatter end piece off. This is going to depend how long you want to do this too. I'm going to just eyeball it, and we're just going to cut it like right here. So you're going to cut it just like this. Now, what we're going to do is set this aside because we still need this too, okay? So set that aside. Now what we're going to do is I am going to just cut this little tag off right here. No one's going to see the back side of this, so don't stress out about it. No one's going to see it. Okay guys, now that we got the tag cut off, we got our back side facing up here. Remember, no one's going to see this back side right here. We're going to take our Surebonder fabric glue right here, and what we want to do is we want to just fold this in just like this, just to make it a little bit thinner and bring these sides in. So now I am using a glue for this, but a glue that's all over the place. I'm using a glue for this, but you can use a sewing machine if you want to sew it too. So, but I'm using our Surebonder glue. So we're going to just put a little Surebonder glue. I'm going to put it over here on both sides, just like this. And then I'm going to bring this side in, just like this. And then I'm going to bring this side in, just like this. So just tap it down, make sure it all stays together, just like this, okay? So we're going to have this all held together. I'm going to add a little bit more glue right here. I'm going to hold that down. Okay, so now I'm taking our little wooden ring we got right here. You can use any size ring you want. Remember, you're going to get creative and change this up. I'm going to bring this through here just like this, and I'm going to bring it over, and I'm going to just glue it down into place, okay? Because what we want is that right there. We want that look right there. So just bring it on over. I'm going to just put glue all over here on the end. I'm not going to put it on the ring or anything like that. I'm just going to put glue all on the ends just like this, and then just like that. And all I'm going to do is bring this over just like this and hold it down just for a little bit so it stays in place. Now, you've got a sewing machine. By all means, take your sewing machine. You could zig a little bit. Now, if you sewed it with the sewing machine, you will see your stitches on the front, but you can cover that up later on with a doily or anything like that. So this is glued in place. Now you've got this right here. Do you see that part? Voila, how cool is that? Okay, so we've got this big ring here. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take this extra piece that you've got right here, and now we need to add this to this, just like this. We're going to add it just like this, and what we're going to do is we're going to take glue and we're going to glue this part to this right here. So we're going to glue these together. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you is want to make sure that you're not going to see this side coming up from the front. So if you need to narrow this down in a little bit and add glue and fold it, anything like that, you can. I'm just gonna make sure, whichever part it be, I wanna make sure that we're not going to see the end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut, we're gonna cut right here. So we're gonna cut this off right here, and I'm just gonna set that aside. We're not gonna end up using that at all, but I'm gonna set it aside. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of glue right here, and I am just gonna bring these ends in just a little bit, just so I don't see it when I overlap this to it here. I don't wanna see this part on the front of my tie. Do you see it? So we're doing just like that, okay? So I'm just gonna add a little glue, a little more glue to this side, and then I'm gonna bring over the front. Guys, SureBonder fabric glue is the most amazing stuff ever. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this on over, and all you're making is a loop for the ring to hold your tie, to hold your, we're actually creating like a necklace, a chain part. So you're gonna do that just like that. Do you see that? And do you see how it's just a little loop, and that's what's holding on your ring, just like that. Okay, now you are gonna need to figure out, the next step is to figure out how long you're gonna want your tie. Okay guys, now we just put our little chain through our loop, put our lobster claw on. Now we need to see how long we need to cut this chain right here. So bring your tie onto your neck where you're gonna want it to lay. So I want my tie to lay about right here, okay? Now, we have this part right here, and this is the part that I really want to sit on the back of my neck, okay? I really want it to be on the back of my neck, not down the sides or anything like that. That's up to you. Remember, get creative, run with it. So I want it to sit on the back of my neck so you don't see that part. So that's gonna go there. So this part of the chain right here needs to come around our little wooden ring right here. So we're gonna take a lobster claw again, and we're gonna use that lobster claw to hook it. So what I need to know is where to cut my chain. So I'm gonna hold my finger right here. All I'm gonna do is take the clip, my little wire cutters right here. I'm going to cut the piece of chain, just like this. We're gonna pull it. Okay. Now we're gonna take this off, and we're gonna connect our lobster claw to the end. All right, everyone, I hope you're still with me. Now we're coming to the end. So we've got our chain piece that we just cut. We're gonna add our lobster claw. Before we add our lobster claw, what I wanna do is I wanna add a little bit something to the chain. So because our wooden ring right here is wood, a natural color wood, which by the way, you can always paint or stain your wooden ring and your wooden beads. That's another step you could do to get creative. I'm gonna take 4 basic, simple little wooden rings, and I'm gonna slide the chain through the wooden rings before I attach my lobster claw. So I'm gonna do 4, you could do 2, you could do 6, you could do whatever you want. I'm adding 4. So you're just sliding them through your chain just like this. And then they're gonna be on there just like that. Now, same thing we did to the top part, you need to attach this lobster claw to the end of the chain. Same way, just take some pliers, anything like that. Just open up the little hook, just like this, the little ring, slide it onto the end of the chain, just like that, and just close it up just a little bit, just like that, and that's gonna secure it into place. Then all you're gonna do is wrap this around your ring, just like that, take your lobster claw, hook it wherever you want it to be hooked. It could go really low, it could go up higher, and that's gonna hold your whole necklace together. Now, I do want something on the front of the tie. This is optional, but that's why I pulled out some doilies, and I also pulled out a pin, like a brooch right here. So all I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna just put this, not dead center, but I'm gonna put it more towards the corner of the front of my tie, just a little bit like that. I'm gonna just lightly put a little bit of my SureBonder glue onto the back of the doily, just like this. And I'm gonna just set it down in place, just like that. I'm gonna add one more doily, just a little bit of a lighter darker brown, I mean, because it kind of blends in with my tie. Do you see that? How stinking cool is that? Okay, so we're gonna just blend it, put one on top of another, just like that. Now, I'm not gonna glue any embellishment on. I've got a lot of little brooch pins that I never quite know how to wear or what to do with them. So all I'm gonna do is open up the pin. I say we're gonna open up the pin. We're gonna open up the brooch pin. All right, guys, now that Hopi had to help me find the opening to my brooch, we are going to put this, Lord, my child had to help me open the pin. Okay, we're gonna put this right through, and we're gonna try to make sure that we get it in the center a little bit of my doilies right here. And then we're going to hopefully close it up. So, just like this. Okay. So we've got that. Just, guys, look how pretty that is. Is that not pretty? Now, it could come up a little bit further. Just give me a minute. That's going to bug me. We got to move it up just a little bit further. So let me find the opening, which is right here. We've got to move it up just a little bit further. I want the flower into the center of the doily. So we're going to just slide it through. Do you see that? And then I need to get the little pin part through the opening again. Oh goodness, guys, you know how this goes. Okay, so we're gonna get it through somehow. We might just wing it. Let's just go with it. Okay. Nope, it's not through, guys. Give me a minute. Who would have thought a pin could be so complicated? Okay, wait. We're gonna do it one more time. Okay. Okay, well, look, we got it done. Okay, so look, now, guys, you see how pretty that looks? This is a men's tie turned into a unique woman's necklace. Okay, all I'm gonna do is show you where it lays on me, and then I hope you're gonna give this a try and get creative. Okay. Hey everybody, okay, I am back. Guys, these turned out amazing. Okay, so we just made an amazing, unique tie necklace. So here's the one I just did with you all, okay? I'm outside, the color's better outside, the lighting's better. Look, how stinking cute is this? Now guys, look, we took Wally's tie and we created this unique, fun, creative necklace. Now, the lobster claw that I showed you how to add on the back and the front, guys, you can take the lobster claw, you can bring it up to put your beads up further, you can lower your lobster claw to make your necklace longer. That's why I liked using the lobster claw. It gives you a little bit more adjustability to make it longer or shorter. So this is the one I just did with you all. I'm also loving to add brooches because you could take them off and change them out. Now, I also made another one, which is really, really cool too. So here's another one. This one's a little bit different color scheme going on. I use the same items. I have a different brooch on this one. You can glue your embellishments. I like using a brooch so I can take them off and change them out from necklace to necklace. But guys, I absolutely love this. This is really fun. I hope you give it a try and get creative. There's so many possibilities with this. Now look, we're trying to work hard on our YouTube, so I would love for you all to subscribe to our channel so we can get creative. If you subscribe, you're not going to miss out on all of the upcoming new YouTube videos. Also, I'd love for you to comment. Tell me what you think. That's going to help me out. And then go and like. Everybody, please give these a try. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.